Hi everybody, today we're here with Stephanie Brown and she's here to speak with us about her phobia. So Stephanie, what is it exactly that you're afraid of?
I'm afraid of throw up just in general, but like if someone gets sick, that's a really big fear. If I get sick, that's even worse for me. I also can't see like anyone throw up in movies or even cartoons. If I see a cartoon get sick, I get extremely freaked out and like have to change the channel, so just kind of throw up in general.
You're a senior in high school, so is it hard to live a normal life and go day to day with this phobia and this fear of throwing up?
It definitely can be, because there are certain situations that I feel like I have to avoid, like going to like a theme park. I have to avoid that because I know there's like an even bigger chance of someone getting sick. But I mean, I'm still involved in school, things like I'm in band or I played a sport or was in sports med, and there's always a chance that someone's going to get sick, but you have to kind of put that out of your mind because I can't worry about it until I think it's going to happen, and then I get really freaked out, but I don't know.
Is it hard when someone actually does get sick around you?
Oh yeah.
So what's like your reaction?
My reaction? It's kind of hard to explain. I just kind of freak out, but like my hands like shake a lot, and like I feel sick to my stomach, and I get headaches, and I feel nauseous or like kind of dizzy, like I'm gonna pass out or something, and I can't stop replaying it in my head. That's like, I don't know. It's hard to explain because like other people don't experience it, but like especially the hand shaking, that's the worst one because I can't help it.
Is there anything recently that's happened where you've come into contact with your phobia or with the thing that you fear the most?
Actually, on my trip to Carnegie Hall, well, it was actually on the way back. We were on the bus, and a kid like rushed past me when I was getting back on. He was getting off, and I guess he apparently threw up outside on the bus. And so when he came back on and I found out that he had gotten sick out there, I was freaking out. Like I had to put my headphones in because I was afraid that he was going to do it in the back of the bus, and like I wasn't going to be able to walk, or he would throw up near me and I'd be like trapped in my seat or something like that would happen. And then every time I would hear someone in the back of the bus cough, I would get freaked out because like even if someone starts like coughing, I get nervous that that's that person, they're gonna get sick. So I couldn't even turn around to look at anyone because I didn't know like if he was going to again, and it was really
scary for you.
I could not sleep the entire night.
I can't even imagine what you were going through there. So even when you're not in contact with it directly, just the thought of it happening is really scary and can cause this anxiety and this fear for you. So Stephanie, that sounds like it was a really terrifying experience for you, and that was recently happening. Do you always get this severe of anxiety when you come into contact with throw up or people throwing up?
Every single time.
Every single time?
Yes.
So no matter what the situation is?
I mean, like I said before, it's like even in movies and cartoons, like if I watch Bridesmaids, Benchwarmers, or really any movie with a throw up scene, or like Pitch Perfect where they have a big throw up scene, I start to shake and my heart will start racing, and I can't watch it. Like I have to either turn the TV off or turn the volume down and look away because I just can't. I don't know. It just grosses me out. And it freaks me out so much. Like.
So even if you know it's coming and you know that there's going to be a throw up scene like in Pitch Perfect or any of those other movies, you still experience the same anxiety?
Definitely, yeah.
So have you been experiencing this phobia your whole life?
I actually don't remember experiencing it when I was younger. I feel like I really started to notice it around like 4th or 5th grade. So I feel like people started to get sick around me more during the time. My family had stomach flu in 5th grade, so I feel like that's when I really started to notice the fear and anxiety that I got from it.
So did you have this fear and anxiety before that, or is it something that developed during that time period, or is it just an unknown event that caused it?
I really don't know. There's not like one moment in time where I can think, oh yeah, this is where it started, this is what caused it. It's just one day I realized that someone threw up and my hands were shaking uncontrollably and I felt like I was going to pass out.
So a lot of people get grossed out or don't like throw up, but it seems like you have a much more severe reaction because of your phobia. So has this ever like impacted you specifically? For example, what if your friends wanted to go to an amusement park, for example? There's a very high risk of someone throwing up around you. What would you do in that situation?
Well, if I have an option not to go, then I won't. Or I might be one of those people, like, we went on the physics field trip last year, and so I went, but I didn't go on any rides, and, like, I wouldn't stand in the waiting area for people who don't go, you know, because you can, like, wait for your friends to get off the ride.
Yeah.
I won't go in the area because I'm afraid that someone's going to sit coming off the ride.
Mm-hmm.
And so, like, I won't even go, I'll have to just, like, wait down below in order to avoid it as much as possible.
So you're really trying to avoid any possible scenario of when this could happen.
Yeah. Well, I actually experienced that situation not too long ago. My family went to Universal, and there's like a boardwalk, and you have to get from one side to the other for the park. You have to go over this boardwalk, and then above it, there's a roller coaster. I think it's the Hulk or something. I don't know. That's not important though. And so I was so afraid that someone was going to get sick on that ride when I was walking under it, that anytime the roller coaster would actually come, like the cart full of people, I would not go anywhere near it. I would have to like sprint to the other side if it was coming. And then once it was gone, that's when I could cross. Like, I would refuse to walk underneath people just in case. So it's that bad.
So you have to know that the odds of that actually happening are really low, and even if it does happen, there's not going to be any physical harm done to you at all. Do you think about that at all when you're in situations with this?
I mean, well, not when I'm in the situation. It's like before or after that I realize, like, it's really not gonna hurt me, but at the same time I can't help that I'm afraid of it. Like, I'm not choosing to react the way that I do. It just happens. Like, I can't control it, and so even though I know that it's kind of like an irrational fear, I can't do anything about it. So, pretty frustrating.
Since you've been experiencing this phobia throughout your life, has it gotten any worse? Has it gotten any better? Has there been any change overall in it?
It has changed. Sometimes for the better, and then other times for worse. Like, I used to be afraid of people saying any version of the word throw up. So if you said like puke or vomit or anything like that around me, that would give me the same reaction as seeing it happen. But at the same time, it also has gotten worse, where like I'm avoiding more situations that I used to, or like I'm thinking ahead of the future, like being a mom. Like, how am I supposed to be a mom if I can't deal with throw up? Like, if my kid is sick, what am I supposed to do? And so, like, I've contemplated, like, maybe I shouldn't have children. Like, I know that's, like, a big thing to think about at my age, but, like, I can't help. I don't know. I feel like it's gotten worse because I never thought about that before.
Yeah, definitely.
So,
are there other things that you've possibly thought of or go out of your way to avoid because of your fear?
I gotta think.
Describes that.
I have to think.
Let's see. I'm trying to think of, like, ways we
I mean, there are other things I've avoided. I just have to think of what they are. I won't go to cross-country meets. Because people, like, hack and gross stuff. What else? I mean, I know there's other things I avoid. I can't think of it, though. What's something that makes people sick? Oh, I avoid riding in the car with my dog because he gets car sick. And he threw up on me once.
Yeah. Honestly, that one.
So you can ask me that question again, and I'll use a couple examples. Wait, what were my other ones?
Cross country. And then
What were my other ones? I know I have more.
other than like the obvious ones we probably should have talked about.
I know there's like... There's something that happened recently. Shoot, now I can't think of what it is.
What about like planes? Does it bother you to like be on a plane? Like people get like,
Yeah, I do get kind of nervous that that's going to happen. There was like a specific thing I was just thinking about. Oh, I could talk about people coughing a lot. No, wait, did I already talk about that?
No, I don't think so.
I can talk about both of those. Okay.
So are there any other things in your life that you find that you avoid a lot to avoid being in contact with your phobia and your fear?
Yeah, there's quite a few things. Well, for starters, there's like riding in the car with my dog. I don't want to do most of the time because he gets car sick, and he actually was car sick on me once. And when that happened, I was in major freak out mode. Like, I couldn't even control it. I was like, oh my god, get him off me, get him off. But like, obviously I can't get him off me because we're in the car, and no one else wants to take him, so that was a pretty horrible experience. Oh god, no, like, even thinking about it freaks me out. And then plane rides can freak me out because if someone has like a bag in their hand, like they're about to be sick. Oh, I don't like boat rides. that's the worst. I just thought of it. We went on a whale watching tour, and the lady behind me was like, obviously about to get sick, and she yelled to her husband, was like, "Give me your hat!" And she got sick in his hat right behind me. And I like had my feet like hanging in the air because I was afraid that it would come on the ground and like come up to my feet. Like that wasn't gonna happen, but I was so afraid that was gonna happen. Oh god, that was a horrible experience. What else? What did I say before? Sorry, I just remembered that one. I had to.
That was good.
It's true. It was so disgusting. My brother threw up too. Yeah, all over him and my dad.
What about like when you get sick? Like, what if you get the flu?
Well, this actually was another thing that happened recently. If I'm about to get sick, like I felt it not too long ago, where you know you get that feeling in your stomach, like you can't lay down or sit comfortably, and you just know that you're gonna be sick. And so I was feeling that way, and I was really just like, oh my god, I don't want to. And I don't know, I just get really scared and nervous, and I like cry and I sweat a lot. I get very emotional. I don't know, I can't really control it though, and like I try and avoid it as much as possible, so like I'll try and sleep as much as I can, even though I know it's coming. And so when it comes, I do cry a lot because it's like my worst fear is happening to me, and I can't stop it. Oh god, it's not fun. Yeah, I don't like thinking about it. I will say a good thing about having this phobia though, there aren't many, but one is that it keeps me from, I don't know how to describe it, I don't know if I want to say this. Because the truth is, it keeps me from being bulimic, because bulimia runs in my family, like a lot of people in my family have suffered from bulimia, and the fact that I'm like so afraid of throw up keeps me from ever being able to, because like if I've ever contemplated doing it, like I can't, because I'm so scared of it that I don't want to have that feeling. So like, it's the only upside, but it's a pretty good upside, I think. I don't know, I feel like it's kind of important though, to know that like it's not just all negatives, there is a positive. Even if there's only one.
So, do you ever think that you're going to get over your phobia, or is it something that you think that you'll be living with for the rest of your life?
I mean, I really hope that I'll get over it, because I don't know, I don't want to have to worry about it all the time when I watch TV, or like if I go out in public, oh my god, is someone going to get sick around me? Is someone going to have the flu? Is someone going to cough too much and get sick? Because I even worry about that. But so I hope that it's possible that I get over it someday, or like I find a way, I don't know, to overcome it. I don't know how that's possible, but I don't know, because I know they do like immersion therapy, right? What it's called, where they like try and get you used to it, and you like first you like look at it, then you touch it. I don't really know how you would do that with mine though. I think it's a little bit harder to treat, I would think, but hopefully one day.